What's an unspoken rule that annoys you when people don't know about it? Don't block the footpaths. If you're waiting for something, move off it to the side. We're not obligated to walk around you, because you have an ego. Let people know when you have them on speakerphone, especially when your husband, wife, partner, friend, any other human is within earshot. When you're in the elevator with a group of people and get to the bottom, and it opens, and a handful of people lurch forward to get in, now we are standing there, face to face in gridlock. During this moment you say to yourself, how long until they realize they are the ones who have to move or you are not going to get out of the elevator, ever? Then you see a look of surprise sweep over their face, and then they move back. Stand 2 meters back from the airport baggage carousel. If everyone does it, then enters that ring to grab their luggage and leave. Then everyone can see their luggage as it comes and no one is jostling. It never occurred to me until I traveled in South Korea and they had a white line around the carousel that everyone stood on. It was remarkably efficient and I wish the rest of the world adopted it. If someone says they're not drinking tonight, don't make them feel bad or imply they are being boring. Pointing out awkward situations. If it wasn't awkward before, it now definitely is. If I'm turning away from you, I'm trying to walk away. Stop continuing to bring up new conversation points. When someone hands you their phone to use, don't frickin' go through it. It's rude. People playing music loudly on their phones in public or on public transport especially. No one wants to hear what you're listening to. Don't immediately assume it's okay to smoke in someone's house, regardless of their living situation. I don't care if it's literally a cardboard box or an upscale mansion. Ask first. Stairs are for ascending and descending. Move out of the way when you are done using them. Standing in front of them and looking around like a lost tourist is not one of their functions. Standing in fricking doorways. Go in or out, but get the frick out of the way. You don't need to attach yourself to the person in front of you when standing in queue. You don't need to be this close when you're talking to me. When someone is helping you move, you offer them pizza and beer. No exceptions. If they don't drink, offer them soda or water. But leaving your shopping cart in the middle of the parking lot is lazy and just plain rude. I hate finding a parking spot only to realize that there's a freaking shopping cart already taking up the spot. Respect people's right to say no. It's okay to ask someone for something, or to do something, or whatever, but if they say no, don't pester them or guilt trip them. People who pressure their friends are kind of garbage friends. Warn people that your kid is sick before turning up at their house interacting with them. Chicken pox, flu, hand, foot and mouth, stomach bug all caught by my toddler in the last 12 months and could have been avoided. If someone pays for something for you, I'm not talking about as a gift. I just mean we can't split the bill here, so I'll pay and you can pay me your half later. I'll buy both of our concert tickets now and you can revolve at me for it later, etc. You really shouldn't make them ask you to pay them back. Ideally not even once, but especially not 2 or 3 times. If I owe someone money like that, I make sure to pay them back as soon as I can and let them know once I've done it. I have a friend who I know is not short on money, but I stopped offering to pay for things for him in situations like the above, because he just forgets and makes you ask him 2 or even 3 times before he does it. I really think that's not fair to people. You're putting them in an uncomfortable position. Standing in the middle of the supermarket aisle blocking the entire aisle with your trolley while you stare at the shelf is not okay. If someone is hosting you, don't insult or give a negative critique of their home. Some people have fewer resources than others, only one income to live off of, and have worked very hard to get less, etc. No need to point out home imperfections. Cover your mouth when you sneeze. Apparently people don't know this. If you're out at a restaurant party event with someone, don't offer any criticisms about their appearance unless they can actually change it. Oh, thank you for pointing out the spot I missed shaving. I'll just spend the rest of the night thinking about it and how I can do nothing about it. Move your cart to the side of the aisle when looking for groceries. Don't hog up the middle. Oh, of course I'll wait for you to pick out a flavor of beans. Sharon, take your time. Waiting for others to exit an elevator or train before entering. Saying thank you when someone holds a door open. 1411 merging lanes in heavy traffic. Phones should be on mute in public places, especially the crib room at work. No one wants to hear the video you are watching while they're trying to eat. Don't ask people to do their job for free, even if you're friends or family. That it's common courtesy to say thank you after receiving help service from someone else. Turn signals. They're meant to be a warning, not an afterthought. Wait, I have another. You shouldn't be texting while driving. That's a given. But for the love of all that is holy, if you are the lead car at a red light, pay attention to the light. Some lights are short and all of us need to get through it. Update Twitter later. I take my line leader duty seriously. People that asks questions every third scene in a movie when it will be explained later. Hey, why is this character doing this thing? Just keep watching, you'll see. 10 minutes later. So now what's this character doing that for? Just keep watching, you'll see. 30.5 seconds later. Hey, why is he doing that now? Just watch the motherfricker, and these questions won't be freaking necessary, I promise you. Don't play music out loud from your mobile phones on public transportation. I get that you're going to have a boring ride, but don't ruin everyone else's. If you're with a group of friends and you're going to do something together, but not everyone is invited or going, don't bring it up. You only take 2 slices of pizza max until everyone has had their fill. Hold the door open for the person behind you if they are close, at least long enough to prevent the door from being slammed shut on their face. Talking through movies. I can only say yeah and MHM so many times. If you aren't friends with someone anymore, it doesn't mean you can go around telling their secrets to everyone. Secrets are secrets and under no condition shall they be broken. It's truly disgusting to see how people don't realize this. It's basic knowledge you should know, though it hasn't been made as an actual rule. Try your best to make sure there isn't a third wheel in your group. It really sucks to be in that position. I live in NYC and I take the subway to and from work. 2 things. When the train is arriving and you're on the platform, not only do you have to wait for people to get off the train first, you have to step to the side to actually allow people room to get off the train. If you're on the train and the train pulls into the platform, please step off the train and onto the platform and to the side. This will allow room for the people crammed into the middle of the train car to have room to get off. Do not just stand there looking at your phone blocking the door, because if you do, then a very small Hispanic woman that is about 4 feet 11 and about 90 pounds will hit you hard and push you out of the way. If you see me taking off my headphones to listen and answer your question, then immediately put them on again, 5 times. It clearly means that I'm just being polite, not that I'm interested in talking to you, so stop asking me questions. Offer a glass of water to anyone providing physically stressful service at your place. For example, furniture delivery guy. Lots of people assume that they are just doing their job. It doesn't mean you forget basic human courtesy. Lower your freaking voice. Read the room and modulate your volume. If you're only one of 2 tables in a small cafe or restaurant, you don't have to shout, "I'm 2 feet away." Asking couples when they're going to be having kids. Not every couple once can have kids. Somebody wearing headphones isn't a sign they're lonely and want to talk. More specifically, if somebody is wearing headphones, leave them alone. Let people enjoy silence. Silence is only awkward when the stupid friend in your group says it is. If you're in a theater with plenty of available seats, don't sit right next to a total stranger. Close your mouth when chewing. The sound of someone chomping their food and all those slurping sound they make and sometimes saliva flying out of their mouth is disgusting. No one wants to hear that shoot. Don't take the last of something without asking. Had gooey butter cookies I brought home when visiting family. I know they're impossible to stop eating, so I guess it's my fault. Offered roommates some when I left. Came back and they were all gone. Never even got one sad face. Saying excuse me when you get in or need to get in someone's way or pass by. It used to be a rule, but was lost over time. If someone is paying for your food, don't order something expensive. If the light is green, but there's no room for you across the intersection, you don't go and sit in the middle of traffic. I hate having conversations in public transportation when nobody else is talking. Bathroom door closed equals occupied. Bathroom door open wide equals available. Bathroom door slightly ajar with exhaust fan running equals enter at your own risk. Wipe down any gym equipment you use, including yoga mats and foam rollers. Clean all the snow off your car, not just the snow on your windshields. The snow blows off the top of your car into the windshield of the car behind you. Technically, this is a spoken rule, as it's the law in my state, but nobody talks about it and nobody follows it. Standing on the right side and walking on the left on an escalator. That you should talk to people about things that involve them. Australian, stick to the left of the road, the footpath, the escalator, just stay left. When you're at the counter or drive-through of a business such as a bank, fast food, or pharmacy, put down the goddamn cell phone. Not only is it incredibly rude, but you could be ignoring questions or comments that are for your safety. When a man uses the middle urinal when you're using either the first or last urinal, man, the second urinal is for separation only. Don't comment on how a stranger looks. Yesterday in a cafe, a man I've never met before said, "You need to trim down a bit, rude a-hole."